Okay, welcome back, guys. So in this video, we are going to be looking at carrying out basic functions in Excel. We'll be looking at the home ribbon, we'll be looking at the insert ribbon, we'll be looking at the page layer ribbon, we'll be looking at the formula ribbon. But for this lecture, we'll stick with just the home ribbon, and in the subsequent lectures, we'll look at insert ribbon, we'll look at cell manipulation and the likes. Now, in the home ribbon, we'll notice it is quite similar to that of the Microsoft Word by because we have almost the same features. We have the paste, we have the cut, we have the copy, we have the format painter, we have the text font type, we have the font size, we have the bold, italics, underline, we have now we also have this function here called the bottom border, called the borders. We also have the text field, we have the text field, we have the upper, lower, we have everything here. It's similar, but we will look at only those features that are dissimilar to that of Microsoft Word. So let's get to it. Now, in order to change the text, the type of text, the font type in Excel, you notice unlike Microsoft Word where you have a plain document. In Microsoft Excel, you have cells. Let's assume I want to type into this a cell, say cell B3 that my mouse is on. I will just need to double click. I will simply say this is a house. Now, have you seen that? You notice that I've typed this is a house. Now, if I want to make all the text in that cell bold, I'll just click on the cell I want to make bold, then click on bold. You notice the text in my cell is now bold. If I want to increase the size, I can simply do this and just do this. The text in that cell is now very large. I can also make the text italics. First, I need to click the cell that I want to make, or that which is also highlight. Then, if I want to underline what is in that cell, I can just click on underline. I can undo all of them. It is similar to that of Microsoft Word. Now, this here helps us define the thickness of the borders of our cell. Take for example, if I want this cell to be very bold so that you can see it, all I just need to do is click down this small arrow beside the border. Then I can see go thick outside borders. You notice here that it is thick. Now, before we move forward, I need to talk about something. You notice here that what I typed in this cell is spilling over to the next cell. Now, I have three options in order to make it properly aligned into that cell. The first option is I can just go to the top here, the top of that line, that particular cell, the edge of that cell, then drag right. You notice here that it has expanded the entire cell B, so that it can accommodate this text that I've written. Or I can simply just double click. Once I double click on this line here, it automatically adjusts to the end of, for example, if I have 10 different sentences written in different cells, if I double click on this, it automatically aligns to the longest text so that I can actually accommodate it. Now, the other option is this. Since this text is like this, let's say I do not want to expand cell B, but I want this text not to spill over. I want it to be comfortable on its own. I can just merge. Now, what is merge? If you look here, you will notice my mouse is hovering around a particular button here. We have the merge and center. Now, if you click merge and center, what it will do is it will merge the highlighted cells. Now, to highlight a cell in Excel is just to click on one cell, then drag. Click and drag. Click, hold and drag. Click, hold and drag. Click, hold and drag. That's the way you select cells in Excel. Now, since I've merged the two cells, now cell B3 and cell C3 are now one cell, which Excel has named cell B3. Now, this is merge and center. There are other merges that you could do with you could merge across, you could merge cells, you could unmerge. If I click on merge cells, it will automatically go back to the way it was before. You see what I have? So if I merge this cell, you can see what I have here. It is now back to where it was before I merged the cell. Now, there's another feature that is called wrap text. Now, what wrap text does is it creates a break line that drops any cell that spills over into the next cell. It takes it to the next line. Let me show you how that is done. Now, first you need to click on the cell that you wish. You need to click on the cell that you wish to wrap. Then you click on wrap text. Now if you click on wrap text, you notice that this is a house. All the other things that spilled over to the next cell have been dropped into the next line within the same cell. It has only expanded the cell. Now for the next section of the home ribbon, we are going to look at it in the next part of our in the next series of videos.